Arena here on lichess and Twitch. Panda and myself hosting the Don't Be Stupid Arena. Stay the home and play chess. Welcome everyone. I didn't want to put that in the title, but that's the basic feeling we have here. Please start the stream and bestow your wisdom. Wisdom requires beer and financial support. Beer is here, but financial support is on the way. Streams don't come on trees, you know. So, new beer. Gotta finish my coffee first. Staropramen Unfiltered. This is a nice big one. It's a full liter. Nice. You know, like when you're young, one of the best things of going to Eastern Europe, you realize that the beers are bigger. You know, the standard. I remember how excited I was when I was in my 20s when I realized that like the standard serving of beer in Eastern Europe is larger than in the United States. We get cheated with those 12-ounce. The 12-ounce beers in the United States. The powers that be have been oppressing you for many years now. You should rise up and protest against your state governors and demand larger beers for your country. Do you hear me? Rise up and start a protest movement. The powers that be demanded of you. So, we're hosting Sparkle Horse Arena, guys. 12 minutes till countdown. Good to see you, Juicebox. 40 ounce malt liquor. That's good stuff, man. So, we've got Sparkle Horse. We'll just call him Sheka. Stop Vargan. Murales. Who's that? Mr. Slow. And Tony. Something that looks like Magnus Carlsen in number 7. Ayan, Krishna, and a lot of names that are hard to pronounce, but Mano. I haven't drank a 40 since like college. Even then we didn't really drink them, just if we were desperate. But anyways, we have no need for that here. Guys, welcome to the stream. We're hosting a Blitz Arena. Please join. Here's the link. Malt liquor. Colt 45. That's even better. Why not go for a Colt 45? Padron Antoni. Alright, let's finish the coffee first. One thing at a time. Don't be stupid. Stay left home and play chess. Welcome to my arena here. Blitz 5+3 casual. We're going to be playing for 2 hours. I've set the bar at 50 games required, so Bob probably can't play. Bob only realizing I tricked him. How many rated games do you have, Bob? Are you in the tournament? Bob's not in there. You do not wish to play. I figured you'd be like, oh, I have 38 games. I can't believe you set it at 50. It used to be less, but now, since they've changed the rules that all games apply, I really should be making it at least 50. You're pretty far from 50? So you basically just play unrated? Yeah, 50 total. This is Blitz, though. You know, I would assume that everybody has pretty many Blitz games. Last couple streams, I realized there was this troll who had come back after like a couple of years with the same style. I picked him off. I knew it was him. And then I was sort of doubting myself, and then he revealed his real name. So stupid. But anyway, I have good sixth sense. Guys, I don't recognize a lot of players here. This is new. Number 2, number 3 is new. Number 7 is new. Number 8 is new. Number 9 is new. Number 10. So a lot of new players. We've got Murales and Slowhand. Guys, please support the stream. Thank you for what you have done. Particularly people like Jim Bob, Acerbate, and Mr. Slowhand. Lately, very supportive of the stream. Stop Vargan says, good luck, everyone. Good luck, everyone. I agree. Bob, you crossed 1900 in Rapid. I know, the Magnus Carlsen Smurf. It's close to the real name. I thought for a second maybe that was him. That would be awesome. Magnus Carlsen gift appearance. Gift appearance? What? Guest appearance. Gift. I want a gift. Subconscious desire for gifts to be bestowed upon me, apparently. Speaking of anybody need a sub, it was a sort of Freudian slip of my secret desire to have gift subs. I said, does anybody want a gift? I guess I just read gift the sub now, and it was in my mind. It's like the time I thought I saw Bruce Willis on the street, and then he appeared behind me. But enough of that story. Jim's donated 600 bits, Mr. Coffee 200, WJ Leaf 100. Welcome everybody to the stream. We're hosting a 2-hour Blitz Arena. I'm International Master William Pascal from the United States and Hungary. I can be 2 places at once. Turkey subs, never been my favorite. You like turkey cheese subs, Mr. Coffee? I'm more of an Italian kind of guy. I'm from South Jersey, man, originally, so I can't get it out of the system. I should open like a Italian sub shop, and even though I'm not Italian, I wonder if an Italian sub shop would thrive here in Budapest. They have like Subway, but it doesn't really. I don't think Subway is cutting it. Don't think their business is great, and most of their customers are probably tourists. It's a little bit of a foreign concept. The submarine sandwich. Yeah, you can. I mean, there's really no reason for people to go to Subway when you can probably go somewhere else and get something more authentic. Yeah, very good breads. You think it's a good idea? There's no like competition for Subway. Though my biggest idea for a business in Hungary was to open a mini golf. There's really no market for mini golf. But I'm sure if I did that, like there would be all kinds of imitators cropping up. We need a lot of capital to open a mini golf. Yeah. All right. So we've got 18 players going to take off in 6 minutes. Not really. Regular golf is not particularly popular in Hungary. Tennis more so. Speaking of self-promoting. Sigh. Anyway. Antonio, good to see you. Sup. Truly. I was joking earlier that we'd have like an award for self-promotion. We should have like a yearly award for self-promotion in chess. That'd be funny. Probably get sued. An award for shameless self-promotion in the realm of chess goes to... We have to come up with a name for it, though. Real slow today. You think Ginger GM is shameless? I always imagine Ginger GM as someone who was like could laugh at himself or something. Usually the British at least have that going for them. They can make fun of themselves. I was thinking with someone maybe like more pure ego. The Razzies of chess, exactly, Antonio. That's what I was thinking of. Right. Maybe I can find my niche. Making fun of. I can't really succeed enough myself, so I can make a ditch for myself by making fun of other chess players. Oh no. All right. All right, so Caballero Azul. We've got another Spanish player in the house with Morales. Boutros. I thought Boutros was Butters. Thought we had a South Park fan for a second there. We don't like South Park. Guys, it's like 3 minutes. We're going to get underway here. 3 minutes to 38 seconds. But, what's happening? Yeah, slandering. Lichess is not providing my stream. Maybe there's like 10 streamers or something. Sometimes it happens. No problem. Doesn't matter. I don't need them. They heard me coming up with the Razzies for chess and they thought they'll bag me. Only one. I don't know, man. We got lichess in the title. Lichess.org is in the title. So it's some sort of malfunction. 3 tournaments going on in the space. The tournaments take up that area, I guess, in the... I'm not worried about it. The enthusiastic defender. Clinging to a weird obsession. I thought about like doing a Blackmar Deemer themed stream with someone on sound. Why is the Blackmar Deemer so disrespected? Clearly a great opening. Losing a pawn with white. Throw away your opening advantage just to be fancy. Seems like a good idea. Alright guys, anyway, enough jokes aside. Dude, Bob. Gambits are okay. Antonio has a little thing going on for the gambits. He's not playing the pure gambit right out of the gate. He's playing delayed gambits. Actually, the Budapest. Budapest isn't really a gambit. You get your pawn back. In most cases. It's a fake gambit. Who needs enemies with friends like you? Alright guys, 1 minute left. We've got 30 players. Get some viewers. Force your family members to watch the stream. I think maybe Magnus Carlsen's tournament's going on or something. Is there some... Probably some competition. What's up with that tournament, by the way? The Carlsen Chess 24 Blitz event? Is that like going on now, as we speak? I can't keep up with everything. That's going to be obviously a major issue. Alright, here's the link to the tournament before we get started. Anyway, just for fun, we've got 30 players already, and we're just starting. Plenty of internet to go around. But even if Magnus Carlsen has to compete with me, no problem. He can live with that. I am a little more charming. Anyways, I'll give him credit for being a stronger player. So, new opponent here. I haven't played at all today, so we're going to play a bit cautiously. No e4 until I've had a couple beers or something. Maybe just g3 now. I've been playing more and more of this. Although I do get bored of What about the Catalan? Oops, too late for the Catalan now. How about 95 here? Is that technically a mistake? This is a very strange move order. Now c6 maybe. No c6. Check. Check c6. Knight takes c6. I wonder if I would lose a piece in that line. Like check. It's sort of a waste of time to think about it. I'm not going to mess with it. It's just check c6, knight c6, bishop d7, knight d8, bishop takes a4. I was just seriously wasting my time thinking about this. Probably a bullet player I'm facing here. 2133 in bullet. You know, Sheikha is from Iran. I mean, Iran's extremely strong in chess, but mostly people don't know that unless they're involved, you know, more deeply in the sport. There's a lot of Iranian players. Fallujah's so strong. Their Olympiad team is very strong. But I was surprised recently by the heavy media coverage of how Fallujah beat Carlsen in that recent Blitz tournament. You know, it's like if you knew anything about chess, you know, you would realize that it's not that big a deal. Like Fallujah is basically maybe like the second or third best Blitz player in the world now. It's so funny. They're like, Iranian team wins $14,000 in against world champion. But I mean, the cognoscenti know this guy is just, he's a great player. It's funny how the media just spins it to look like it's some sensation. They don't mention the fact that the guy is like ranked 20th in the world. All right, so now rook d1. We can win the pawn. Give me pawn. But the amazing thing is like how many Iranians play chess on lichess. It's amazing. Very, very many strong players here. There are some tactics. Ops color bishops. Yeah, I mean, originally it looked like he was going to go to France. I got the impression that Fallujah was going to stay in France, but there was no coverage of this topic at all in media reports I've seen, which is also like a major story if he stays in Iran or immigrates, assuming he's like leaving. My opponent here, I think, playing too quickly, which is pretty standard. He's probably a young player. Ops colored bishops, of course, you want to play dynamically, but he's sacrificed a lot for this position. Actually, I can trade queens. Maybe I should trade queens, but it might actually reduce my winning chances. I'll certainly be safer if I trade queens. Queen c6, king f8, queen c5. Actually, there he can take with the b pawn. So probably we're bagging that idea. This h5 is a strong move. If king g2, my intention was to play king g2, but I've got king g2, h4, rook h1, h3 check, rook takes h3, rook takes h3, king h3, king h3, queen f2. And that's a problem. I could trade queens. It could be some sort of tactical ending. But I don't like h4 a lot. There's a really weird move. I could play king f3, but that's pretty nuts. Like h4, rook h1. The really annoying thing there is on the queen c6 check, king f8. Queen c5, b takes c5, and I'm going to lose my b2 pawn. Then he would have really serious chances to draw. So what about this rook h1? Oh, I hallucinated. Good. So I'm going to have to give him the f2 pawn now. That's good. That was intelligent. Give him my f2 pawn and all hell breaks loose. Damn. Well, this wasn't very well planned out. I imagine I could play 2 moves in a row or something. Now I'm going to have to give him the f2 pawn. That's a real problem. Maybe I have some sort of mating attack with queen h7. But he's always got queen f5. This was a very stupid idea. Queen h7, threatening queen h8 mate. But I don't know if it's good or not. Actually has a nasty move there. Bishop g5. Rook d1. No checks. Lookma, no checks. Down to 27 seconds. Man, you got serious bullet problems. It's like an addiction. Everybody is the same. Everybody just plays bullet chess. There's nothing else. Oh, he's got some rapid games, actually. He's got 3,447, but he's got to be playing his rapid games in Blitz like it's bull. Look how fast he is. Rook f1. Winning chances. I really played this badly, but there's still some hope. But okay, there's increment. Wasn't really well played. I'm up a double pawn after everything's said and done. Actually 2, to be exact. 2 is better than 1, and I have bishop d5. I like his choice to play actively now. I don't really care about the e2 pawn. But this may be a draw. I don't know though. My e6 pawn is really strong. I've got an outside pawn. e6. That pawn is really strong. The g pawn is really strong. And what's the best way to do this? The flag is like ridiculous. It's not going to help that Fallujah is this bullet player. Like everybody in the world from Iran is going to be playing bullet chess. I've actually played this a little bit badly. A lot badly. How does he have so much time left? Give him my a2 pawn. He's got 2.5 minutes left. How is that even possible? Bob's annotating. I already missed a win. It's a disaster for my tournament. If I try to win, I'll lose on time. If I start to have to think. It's probably still a draw. You're not going to do this to me, right? Like ruin our tournament by playing 1,000 moves here? Could even lose. He declined to draw. It's a little late for that. Well, whatever. This is a waste of time. I'm curious to see how he wins. He realizes this is an arena, right? Where we're spending our entire tournament on one game here. You do know that, right? Thank you for wasting our time. The ban. Time for the ban, I think. The blockage. Come and mate me. It's time for blockage. So he's basically has no sportsmanship, and he's wasting all our time. That's good. That's ridiculous. All right. It's totally unbelievable. It's probably a kid, but dude, you just wasted like 5 minutes of our time to play in the arena by doing that. He should be happy with the draw against a title player. He's supposed to be 1700 FIDE. But instead he's like wasting 10 minutes of our time. Yeah. Alright. You're gonna mate me like with my pawn on the 7th rank? Or what? Like, what are you gonna do? Man. That's interesting. And I am strength 1700. So, anyway, long first game. Well, I'm basically out of commission now. We're going to have to start berserking. The IRS. It's the IRS. He's 1100. Is this the guy who... Is this the one who won the 1100? Thank God it's not... Yeah, I'm going to berserk. Thank God it's not... Is this the guy who beat Padron and Tony? You want me to berserk after the last game? No, that's not happening. He's playing for Fool's Mate. It's actually not that bad. What I did here is by far not the best, probably, for black. What'd you see on the standings? I don't understand. Padron. Il Padrone. I thought you lost to an 1100. Oh, you saw it? Okay. Somebody else lost to an 1100. Was it this one? But the disease of playing too fast, man. I hate playing people who play too fast. It's a 5+3 time control, Christ. Now he's gonna start playing like a GM or something. After this awesome opening. I'm gonna have to sack a second pawn now. This could start to get dangerous. I don't have to sack a second pawn. It's a little bit over the top to do that. There's really no need for a second pawn to go here. It seems a little flippant to sacrifice the second pawn. One pawn is enough. Should I take it or not? Actually, what's he doing after bishop a6? He has a move. Shit. He actually has a move there. I guess I'm threatening e3. I really hope his chess coach doesn't advocate like playing every single game like it's 30-second bullet. All right, time for beer. I love bishops. It's one of our merch t-shirts. He's gonna get that pawn back, man. There's nothing I can do about it. That kind of sucks, frankly. Just win. Rinse and repeat. Master Lou. Welcome. I think this Starperman tastes a little bit like American beer. That's weird. Europeans start brewing American beer. Scary moment in the history of the world. Then we know we're all in trouble. Staropramen, genuine draft. I have like a Hungarian friend who likes Miller Genuine Draft. It would be like, it's almost as bad as drinking American Budweiser. Here comes the cheapo. All right. See, check it out. I read his mind. Mind reader extraordinaire. The Queen Magnet. I knew he would play Queen f3. It's like advanced tactics 101, like tried to play Queen takes f6. The best bullet players are good at mind reading. He left the game. Great. Now he bailed. Playing victory in 4 seconds. More sportsmanship. Thank you. Thank you for being a sportsman-like player. Way to leave the game. Back to tournament. He rage quit. I can't believe I lost to someone who's 1,000 points higher than me. Unbelievable. He's like throwing his monitor like out the window, kicking the mouse. Have to clean it up. Styrofoam. This is Styrofoam unfiltered. But it reminds me of American beer. A little bit. It's kind of mellow. Got a lot of unknown entities here. Bishop d2, the Grande Zuniga variation. Sorry, Bob, that was discriminatory. Discriminatory. We've got to keep Bob in line. Not acceptable. Unacceptable discrimination. Bishop e2. So now it's a very safe way for white to play, honestly. Bishop d2. This has been played by Capablanca, Aliakin. Yet the variation doesn't even have a name because it's so lame. Vivek Yoshi. He's 1,000 in... He's 1,600 in bullet. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to grab that bishop just yet. Nimzovich. Very, very. Terrific play by white, b3. Wow. He's 1805 and doesn't need to use any time. We've got some interesting opponents today. Position's a little too clean to really generate any sort of tricks whatsoever. That's a problem with this variation, actually. I am reluctant to play this type of line against lower rated players normally. Too solid and clinical to be 1800, man. Wow. I just want to like offer a draw and go on to the next game. We'll go for e5. I would agree to a draw here against an equal or close to my rating opponent. It's so lifeless without any kind of dynamics and imbalance. But now I'm obliged to play for a win against someone supposed to be 700 rating points lower than me, though it seems a little too good. We'll take the space. Yeah, he went a little out of control, trying to stoke an international crisis now. I don't know what he's thinking. So, it's already, he got me in trouble once last week. He can't keep himself, I don't know, he just can't keep himself in check. Literally. I mean, knight b1 and you're 1800. Let's just agree to a draw. I don't need to see this anymore. Or maybe you're playing for a win. Not interesting. Playing like master 1800s. Whatever, dude. Knight b1. 1600 in bullet, and he's playing knight b1. I guess he didn't have that many squares, but still. Don't expect that opponent to make too many mistakes. Let's find someone I can actually beat. 1500. We'll have a perfect score at the end of the tournament. You will get your accounts banned if you guys cheat, just so you know. I think a lot of people think that because it's like an unrated tournament, no one's going to ban you from lichess for cheating with an engine. Just a warning to the wise. You will get banned, not by me, but by the site if you cheat in any arena, casual or rated, it doesn't matter, you know. So if you're like 1500 and you go 10-0, don't expect to like have an account tomorrow on the site. Morales, it's enough with this. I'm getting really tired of this. Maybe we can make him play the open Sicilian. What is this? Morales plays the Najdorf. It's not a Najdorf, but it could be. It's actually like a Paulson Khan. I don't know any theory. Sorry, I had the timeout, Bob. When he oversteps his boundaries, not appropriate. Discriminate. All right, knight f6. Mr. Coffee, you leave the room for 5 seconds and he's out of control, spiraling out of control. Somehow I'm not surprised. So what's this? Morales, you play the open Sicilian, just randomly. And everybody I play can like make instantaneous moves. I guess I'm the only person who plays any time controls longer than 3-0 around here. Raven Gambit. What is that? Or what is a Raven Gambit? Do I want to know? One of your opponents? I don't know. I'm not excited by this Staropramen unfiltered. It's like drinking American beer. Something, I don't know, not inspiring. Bishop f4. Is there a tactic here? Like knight a4, bishop takes d6, h3. I will play e5 at some point. You didn't make it to the table. Oh, you yeah. I did that last week, man. I did that against one of our regular opponents. For the guy from France. What's his name? Not Blobix. Sorry, I have early onset. I just can't think clearly. I'm working all day. Queen e2. I think this is Morales' favorite square. I'm beginning to really get a kind of feel what it's like to play against him. I can almost predict what Morales is going to do. But he definitely has a thing about e5, like trying to play e5 in every position. Yeah, Osmir. Yeah, you're the one that... Sorry, I couldn't remember. It's been a long day. Bishop d2. That's you. I'm basically playing kind of Najdorf. Morales can turn the open Sicilian into the closed. It's an amazing power. Salute. We have a problem with f5. Unbelievable. The thing that I find interesting about Morales, how do you play every game almost according to the same exact themes? How can you do that? How is that even possible? I see similar themes in your game from the closed Sicilians. That's amazing. So he's just going to blast his way through. It's like, man. I'm not a huge fan of knight b6. But it might be okay here. Vital square. Vital prevention of knight f5. The other move was knight f8, which is passive, or g6, which weakens my king side. I'm willing to go with knight b6 here, though I typically don't like putting the knight on that square. Damn. You have to be really careful. Caveman. Weren't like the first cave people discovered in Spain? The earliest Neanderthals. Morales. You got the Neanderthal style going on. Very, very blunt and basic. He's trying to just kill me with f4, e5, f4, e5. There goes the queen side. I'm weakening my queen side. And then where am I going to put my king? Again, it's just power down the center. Feels like he's constantly able to do the same thing to make me unable to castle. Totally unnecessary timeout. Bob, we're going to get you a job at the frickin' United Nations. You can definitely get a part with John Bolton. Have you been hanging out with John Bolton lately? Maybe you guys have been having some golf outings. That would make him unemployed. Maybe he is. How's John doing? Bob, do you have a mustache like Bolton? It's funny because he was talking about mustaches just yesterday, and he seems to have the John Bolton policy in place. So what are we doing here? This is not safe. It's not entirely safe. Can't believe I'm castling kingside. That's the other thing about Morales' style, why I call him a caveman, because he's always attacking at your kingside no matter what. Maybe my openings are not geared toward kingside attacks, but it seems like everything is always on my king. Bob, I would never ever time you out without a good reason. You know that. Oh no. Bishop g4. Here it comes. Magnetic north. Stop attacking my king. It's really starting to piss me off. Unbelievable. What am I going to do after bishop g4? e4? WJ Loof, welcome. You found queen g3. Now I don't know what to do. I guess e4. Looks like we're in serious trouble here. He trolls me with his rating, 2000. How could you be 1800 in bullet chess? You're like wicked dangerous. Look at these bishops. Knight h4. No pawn moves. Very efficient. Happy morrow. Bishop e4, knight e4. Luckily I have queen g4, knight takes d2. I didn't even notice that. Good God. Kale Tal. Bishop e4, knight e4, queen g4, knight d2, knight f5. I can defend with f6. Fortunately. Otherwise I would be a dead man. Speaking of dead man. Still don't really like my position here. Damn it. Damn it. Man, that knight is strong. Down to 14 seconds. So he's stronger than me and faster. Both. Unbelievable player, seriously. How can you be 1800 in bullet chess? Dude, you're like master. You're totally a master. Wicked dangerous. Black is just struggling to hang on to equality. Very, very strong. Not my tournament today. Always with the knights, too. Oh, yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Stay in your lane. Damn it. Finally, like a minor glitch or something. Rook d1. He didn't play rook f1, which was minor glitch. Rook f1, I thought, threatening stuff along the f file. He suffered a minor glitch. Lucky, just lucky. Morwa showed up and suddenly he's 4-0. Om's also 4-0. Why are these guys so easily taking over everybody? Hi, Nino. We're in the tournament. Here's the link. You played a good game, Morales. You were really better, you know, I think, throughout most of that game. The opening, maybe not, especially, but the late middle game, you're taking over the game. I was defending. Very frustrating. I don't like playing against Morales. I hate his style. It drives me crazy. Now, I should think about berserking, probably. Generally not a really good policy when you are playing with increment. I never know where to put my bishop on d3 or e2. But I guess once I play h3, this is right. Not a good position for black. Basically, he's almost strategically lost. Very serious opening mistake. This might not be the best move. I'm not sure where I should put my bishop. Probably bishop g5 is more active. Now black really has to be careful because of c6 and b4. You get an outpost on c6, it's not good. Fianchetto knights are also not recommended. I know from personal experience, knights are not happy with the fianchetto concept. Positional control of c6. I'm not sure the bishop a4 is the best move. It's a move. Osmir, 45 minutes late. Glad to see you too. Implantation. Maybe not best. Simpler just to like take on d7. Though, I have to be careful actually. Discoveries here. White's just... I can't say it enough, guys. Save it for the bullet tournament. Try to take your time. You just can't play every game like it's a 3-0, 1-0 game. 5+3 is another type of chess. Now he makes an interesting decision there. I like his sacrifice. Again, probably should take his time and find a better move. I think he probably had This is getting kind of weird. This is an interesting name. 1700 bullet. Get me off of this diagonal, please. Rook c1. Knight e6. It's crazy, like crazy. He's used 27 seconds for the whole game with the lost position. We have to be careful. Why does every game have to be bullet chess? I don't get it. Why does everybody want to play 1 minute in 5+3? Seems like a really talented player, and he's only got 27 bullet games. Okay, this is a new account. Dropped his queen. Like a very talented player. Just playing too fast. Take your time. Chess is meant to be played using time. It's not a race. I think this guy is probably very talented, but waste of talent to play too fast. All right. Every single opponent I've had has played too fast except for Miralles, who I think has learned to use his. He's learned to use his time. I'm not even in the top 5. Top 10. 8 points. Big field, 102 players. Okay, this is a 2000 plus. The arena format rewards fast play too much. Well, yeah, it's true if you're not playing with increment. But what people don't understand is I should really not play e6 here. Please don't play bishop d2. I've got to come up with something against bishop d2. That's a problem. The Grande Zuniga variation. But what people don't understand is the berserking doesn't work well in increment situations. You really have to handpick like who you're going to berserk against, because sacrificing your increment is often fatal. So we haven't had anybody berserk. I guess they know better, but they're still playing too fast, you know. They've just got tons of time and they're not using it. Interesting move now, queen b3. Queen c2 is standard. What's the difference with queen b3? I could play bishop a5. Though that seems like kind of a strange move. Probably better just to take. Is there an argument that this queen on b3 is misplaced? Yes, probably there is. It's not putting pressure on e4 like it would on c2, and it's a target to be attacked by knight a5 or knight c5. So it's probably it's probably a mistake to play queen b3. I don't understand why lichess refuses to not allow other tournament formats. Like, I have my theories, but it's not a commercial site, so they really shouldn't care, you know. If the community wants it, why not allow Swiss system tournaments? It's not like it's hurting them, you know. Like they have a patent with profits based on playing arena tournaments. I don't know. Rook e1, very solid. So now where do we go? I don't understand why they refuse to have Swiss tournaments. Long delay between rounds for some people. But anyway, give people the choice. They can have their official events in arena, you know. But why like not allow people to create their own Swiss tournaments? I mean, I think a lot of people have complained over time. Where am I supposed to put my king now? This is a little reminiscent of the first game. The knight may never be back. He will never permanent lockdown. Look at the c5. How does that work? Quite a spicy move. c5, sacking a pawn. It's a classic idea. Just intuitively played. Everybody I play is like the same exact rating. They're 1900. Isn't that weird? I don't know. It's a speculative pawn sacrifice. You got to give him credit. It's worth a try. So now we have some issues. Maybe it was a good move. I'm actually scared that I could be worse now. He's also used no time for the whole game. $2,500 blitz games, though. Gotta be legit. He's been legit thus far. But he also has a disease where he moves too fast. Fast mover's disease. Well, I wouldn't say they just launched lichess G's. That was like years ago. Man, we gotta give Caballero credible credit. Speculative pawn sacrifice, but a good one. Wow. My God, man. What am I thinking here? I don't know. Try to undermine his center. It's about all I can do. I'm lucky if I'm not worse, and he just keeps going. Unbelievable. This is too strong. That was a surprise, though. I really thought he was going to play a different move, so every move is strong for him. Unbelievable. He's only used a minute for the whole game. Shit. Very dangerous. Am I lost yet? Getting there. Getting close. He's just ridiculously strong. I think I could just resign. Has he won all of his games so far? This is just like over the top. I'm basically just done. Too strong for me. 2039. He plays like a GM. What's his score? I give up. I mean, maybe he just got lucky. Seems better to be lucky than good. One last hope. This guy is ridiculously strong. Now there's a convenient move. Queen c4, I gave him that. I should have played rook c8. Rook g5 played instantaneously. He played it instantaneously. It's not suspicious at all, right? It's a good move. Dude. This is crazy. Like, come on now. Check this game out. Natural if you don't play instantaneously, Bob. Wow, Nils, that was statement of the year. Thanks for joining our stream. What are you trying to say, man? I accuse everybody who beats me of cheating? Is that your implication? Because I don't think that's true. But I do like to try to be honest with people, you know. I mean, this game was incredible. This was seriously. Let's check it out. Very deep pawn sacrifice, playing the whole game using 1 minute. I mean, you can say what you want, dude. It's just no mistakes. He didn't play perfectly, but he doesn't make mistakes. And eventually I just caved. It's like just a matter of time. It would be very hard to say if this was an engine or not playing white, honestly. Could be, but maybe not, you know. I don't know. I just played badly, I guess. But the time use and the rating and I don't know, you know, I mean, it's definitely reasonable to be suspicious. I think, you know. I feel like I got kind of manhandled there. I mean, he certainly didn't play the best moves, but he never made a mistake, like a serious mistake. And then he just hammered me at the end with like perfect moves. I don't know. I wouldn't report him for being a cheater, but I would be a little suspicious. Just at least I would keep an eye on it. You know, it was... That guy can just crush me, no problem. I mean, he handled me like he was DK guy. Yeah. It's interesting, he played the opening kind of badly, like he had no knowledge of opening theory at all. And then at the end, once I had a lost position, it was just murder. I don't know. Difficult to say, but I wouldn't say he was automatically innocent either, because he didn't play perfect moves. I'm not sure. Here is a mistake. I should take on b5. Probably. But I'm like paranoid. I mean, I like how Nils immediately... I'm not King Crusher or something, you know? I think I'm pretty objective. Oh no, he's been drinking again? That could be a problem. Is it? What time is it? 7:47? 7:47. That's what time we start. When I get manhandled by 2,000 players, I'm a little bit paranoid, you know? I basically knew I was going to lose when he played c5. I don't even remember the last time I lost in that line to anybody. With that variation, I have an incredible score as black. Even against GMs. Just to get crushed like a dog. I would be a little suspicious. Bob, you really want to get timed out again. Do you really want me to time you out again? Because I will. I don't like, you know, people encouraging problems. I'm already struggling in the tournament and you're gonna start trolling me with this stuff. Look at my score, man. I'm not even in the top 10 here and you're gonna start bringing up stupid stuff. Bob, why you can't play in the tournament because you have 50 games? No 50 games. So now you're gonna troll extra hard. Thanks guys for supporting the stream. Thanks Bob for supporting the stream. No, it would be much more fun just to frustrate me and make me angry. Right? Why play when you can anger the streamer and make him frustrated? Much more satisfying. Osmot. He could have played bishop f5 or bishop g4 there. This was a very strange decision. Still, his position might not be that bad, even with a messed up king side. Bob, maybe that's why you're not a master. What are you, Mr. Spock or something? Logic only. Emotions are hugely important, man, in any kind of sport, I think. It's like you can play without emotion, but I would think you'd be probably cutting off your nose to spite your face if you play or you compete without emotion. To compete without emotion. It seems like you're focused on that there, Nils. You kind of brought it with you. Maybe that's your perception, you know. And we look for what we're looking for, you know. I think it's about perception. $17.48. Maybe I have f3 here. I'm a little scared of tactics. $1,400 in bullet. He'll probably rip me apart. Damn, dude. What's up, TK guy? But I'm not happy with my result, man. Bob, do you think I became a good player because I didn't invest emotion in my games? I mean, I'm like hugely, I'm not Anand or something, you know, There are not a lot of people like Anand who could be like a really nice guy, really mellow and relaxed, and not even have to like stress himself during his games. My chess takes a lot of emotion and drive, and for me to not invest emotion, I would play like I would be extremely weak if I didn't invest emotion in my game. I would be like probably like a 2100 or something, you know? It's super important to my game. It's fine if you're not, you're like the most talented person in the world. I mean, then you don't have to even try. He just rolls out of bed and he's playing like 2700 because he's like a human computer. And he has a memory like, you know, without bounds. But for most players, I think it's more common, like me, you know, where I have to really invest a lot of energy um, to succeed. It's a very very hard work. That's why the trolling is so frustrating. You know, it's like you don't appreciate how much work goes into this. And this player has a really kind of tough style to deal with. He's apparently pretty subtle tactically for 1748. I've gotten some really nasty opponents today with low ratings. The 2000 last round just trashed me. This is a mistake, probably. He made a mistake. Now, why not take the other way? He didn't stop to think about it, but his queen is protecting a6. Much, much stronger to take the other way there. I have e4 and rook a6. Look how active his pieces are. Damn, dude. Knight takes what? You better not have some kind of tactic here. I think he just miscalculated. I'm like, I don't trust anybody, including myself. Did he just simply miscalculate? Wow, that's unbelievable. He had some serious pressure, and he's up a pawn. The white might have been better. I have to be very careful here. I think that's the thing you don't realize, Bob, how much emotional energy it takes to play chess for me and people like me at my level. I'm not really that talented. It's about hard work and focus. I've never been a huge talent, I don't think. But if I get distracted, you know, my level goes down pretty heavily. Who's winning this tournament anyway? Aldisto and Xerox. Actually, two regulars. Alms is up there. I had that really insanely long game to start it off, which was a draw. I'm just way trailing. Where's Marois? He just dropped out or something? Wasn't he in first place? Did he just disappear? He's only got 14. No, I'm winning. This player was tough, man. Still, he's got tricks. Gotta hang my f3 or e3 pieces. I'm still not threatening anything. I guess rook e7. But it's not fair, Bob. You're trolling with without playing, you know? That's just... It's too easy like that, you know? Alright, dude. I'm just not even going to talk to you anymore. We'll just ignore you. That's the only way. The only way to deal with a troll is to ignore them. Talking about how you're gonna like frustrate me like constantly and then say, I'm not trolling. Am I trolling? How do we define it? Alright, Aldisto, Xerox, Manov, Boutros, Ams, Morwa. I'm not even on the top 10. So that guy I lost to actually lost a couple of games. So he does seem like he's legit, but I don't like the way he just assassinated me so cleanly at the end. It just felt too brutal, too strong. This is a 1500. I should really berserk this game to get back in the tournament. $22.50. Well, you're fast, man. I don't think berserking against you is a good idea, Nils. You're actually fairly fast, aren't you? You didn't. Well, that's a good strategy. That's correct. I like to frustrate the berserk guys by just playing extra slow and make them just suffer. A little bit like Silman's quote for this tournament. But I really should have berserked this game. It was my last chance to get back into the tournament. What does Rook B8 do? You're not going to get to play me. I'm not even a factor in the tournament, TK guy, so don't even start that. See, the guy who beat me is going to win the tournament. I bet. But he's not suspicious at all. Even though, you know, Aldisto and Xerox are much higher rated, probably Caballero will win the tournament. Judging by the way he played against me, I mean, he's going to beat everybody. If you can do what you did against me, I mean... Though he played the opening sloppy with Queen B3, other than that, it was brutal. But I have a good score against Aldisto. Check him out, 1500. He hit me with Knight H4. Alright, I better have a good move here. Getting a little concerned about this. $15.60. No good moves. You're not allowed to play good moves if you're 1500. Paranoid everyone is cheating. You've just got to hang pieces. So he made a mistake. Didn't want to be suspicious. No, seriously, I mean, F4. If you can play F4 in this position, you got something. I was worried about F4. Morales would be all over that because he's Mr. E5. That's the focal point. Normally, people who play the white side of the Sicilian are focusing on the D5 square. Morales plays for E5. It's unusual. A different kind of outside-the-box philosophy. So white made some small mistake. Now he loses his grip on the center. Although his position is still solid. This is not that easy. If I play d5, my e5 pawn becomes a target, but it's still possible I could try it. I don't know, d5, knight a4 starts another problem. So it's probably best to just hold off. Hold off, not give him another target at c5. Very positional player, so I'm playing freaking Chigorin. The 1560 Chigorin. Look at him, he's Chigorin. He loves knights, close positions, lock it down. Damn, dude. Thank God I didn't berserk. I said I was going to berserk against him. It's almost impossible to break through quickly. But he did a kind of crazy move here with b4. I don't think Chigorin would play that. It might even work. I have some tactics though. He's calculated already that d5, knight c5 isn't so bad. Wow. Look at this. This is a 1500. He actually made a mistake now? Or did he? Jeez. I'm not even sure. Frankly, on knight c5, I don't see a way to increase the pressure. Maybe I have rook f4 or something. It's not that clear. Now I have queen g6, knight e5. Queen f6. Double attacks. He's 1560. It's a nice position. He might be fine after knight c5, I'm not sure. He's also fast too. But how does he meet queen f6? That's the only problem. Like, if I take on d6, did he calculate all that? Queen d6, bishop d6, knight d7. But he missed mate. That's a pretty good 1500, man, except he just didn't calculate the one move further, you know? He actually worked out a whole bunch of lines and then just missed this. I don't even know what's happening in that position. Like, seriously, if I don't get lucky and he plays knight c5 instead, how bad is it? Do I have something here? Okay, I have like an engine tactic. Rook f3. I looked at this, but I couldn't calculate far enough. That's crazy. So that's computer variation. Bishop h3, followed by mating attack. I don't think I would have found it. I'd be too freaked out. Aldisto's in first place. Uber Drivers here. Good to see you guys. Thank you for supporting the stream. Mr. Slowhand, Jim, Mr. Coffee. Yeah, I wanted to play rook takes f3. But I'm too tired to tactic today. Aldisto, Xerox, Morwa, Cavallero. He's coming on now. He's got a streak starter. Who's he playing? He's winning every game now. Oh no. Beat our hero. And yeah. Sometimes people seem to improve in mid-tournament too. I know I do. Aldisto in first place finally lost. Uber, no. Random player. 40 minutes left. Looks like I'm not even going to make the front page. I'm in 16th place. Damn, dude. I really need to berserk. It's too late, though, it looks like. It's funny that Marwa has only 5 games. He must have taken like 30 minutes off or something. Another fast player. I definitely... This is the guy who forfeited last time, right? When he was lost. I definitely don't... Maybe not, actually. That was my second opponent. The one who forfeited. Sorry, dude. I had the same game last week, or the other day, with Bishop D7 there. He transposes back into theory. Queen H4 isn't so common. An Uber driver offers you draws. Yeah, that's the strategy. Rook B8 instantly. Huh. I don't know. I'm too tired to play this game properly. It's been a long day. When I'm not feeling like I have a lot of energy, it's hard to play with tactics. So I have to resort to more technique and kind of like general positional play, and I'm not as good. Not nearly as strong when I don't have all my cylinders firing. Probably one of the most important variations of the... I mean, I just can't believe that everybody knows opening theory now. One of the most important variations of the symmetrical English. Nefedov and I had a game. That's the best move. I don't know, though. Maybe not. This gets in the way of the B pawn. Maybe he has some super subtle move now. So queen b6 provoking b3, then queen a5. I don't know. He's used 30 seconds for the whole game. 1700 in bullet. Doesn't play bullet, right? Weird. C5, B4. Doesn't work. I have to take. It's like ridiculously strong. How can you be 1871? 1939 in rapid, though. Significantly stronger. He must be weak tactically, because positionally he knows exactly what he's doing. I mean, if he was good in everything, he would be like 2300. There must be some flaw in his play. I can't remember the first game, what happened. There has to be something wrong with this game, though, or he would be 2500. Well, I think we understand now. First of all, playing without thinking, is not a good idea. Bishop e7, though, may not be that bad. Just instantly made that move. Wow. What the heck? All right, so what do we have here? He's just, what, 47 seconds for the whole game? White has like a microscopic advantage. Okay. You got Mandel. Yeah, well, I'm getting it a lot. You know, it's becoming more and more prevalent. Rook b1 now. I don't know if this is even a good move to play Rook b1. Frankly. I guess. Probably can't hurt. I mean, how could you be 1800, dude? Instantly. Hang with title players. I can handle it if he was like 2100 in bullet. But he just makes instantaneous moves and he's 1700 in bullet. What's up with that? It's unbelievable. He's just gonna like flag me in 5+3. I'm not sure about e4, but I like my bishop protecting my king side. Man, the people that I'm playing are just way too good for their ratings. Marwa's running away without this though, in first place, Xerox. But I keep getting these brutal opponents. Queen e6 was a surprise. Let's make a prophylactic move. Taking away a square. He can't even move his knight, but anyway, this is... Now I feel like I made a mistake there. Maybe it's not a big deal, but... It's not 1871. I actually won my first game against this player. But he's way too strong for this rating. Maybe he'll like mess up in a drawn endgame or something. But I would say it's 2200. Maybe a mistake going to an endgame where he's worse. That wouldn't surprise me. Still not easy though. Probably still a draw. Perfect blockading move. Instantly played. Yeah, it's too strong, dude. This is just too strong for that rating. Was this the player that I just gave a draw to last time? Now I didn't remember. Maybe it was. Wasn't this the one I gave a draw to? I didn't realize it. No, that was a different player. Another 1800 who played like a master. It's ridiculous, dude. How can you be 1800? This is like a joke. It's totally too strong. I did win the first game. How the heck did I beat him in the first game? So far, he's played like a master in this game. Now it's just a matter of technique to draw. I feel like I should just opt for a draw now. Why even bother? Precise. Maneuver, knight c3, just in time. Come on now. Come on. Still a draw. He'll instantly find the only way to hold. I mean, h5 shows awesome technique. We still have chances to win here. My instinct is that it's a draw. Black has to defend really well. That might be a bad move, though. Maybe that wasn't necessary. Weakening your king side with f6. Maybe h5 was a mistake, strangely. But this is no 1800. Now f5. I see. So you have counterplay with knight e4 now. Nice. Gonna make my life a little bit difficult. Now it's gonna take perfect technique by me to win, if it's possible to win. Instantly the right move. I mean, between his speed and his strength, it's not believable that he's 1800. It's like ridiculous. Now I have to be careful I don't lose. It's going to take me a year to beat an 1800. He's 700 rating points lower than me. And I'm not sure this is even a win. Totally unbelievable. Now he can like try to sack his knight to hang on, but he can't. I have king takes. Okay, can't do that. Oh, this is a strong move, of course. Oh no. Wow. So that's the move. It just draws easily. Rook, beautiful move, rook b8. After thinking quite a while on that, comes up with that. I have to cross over to the other side. I'll probably almost lose like the game with the Iranian in the first round. That could be worse if I'm not careful. Maybe he had knight c4 or rook c3 or something crazy there. Rook c3. I thought, honestly. Of course, I've been to Delaware. Bordered my home state. The home of Joe Biden. Now he's gonna like whip out the perfect endgame technique to win. Unbelievable. To draw, I mean. His time use is even suspicious. He plays almost every single move with the same amount of time. So maybe rook f1 is bad. Now he has to play rook. Yeah, Delaware. It's a small state, troll. Longest game of the tournament. Check him out. Theoretical draw, just in time. Like, his technique is unbelievable. Nobody's gonna believe this, dude. There's no way that's an 1800. It's just ridiculous. Apparently I was winning. How am I winning here? Why does the engine say I'm winning in this position? What the heck am I missing? Plus 5.6? Are you sure? It's not. That's ridiculous. I'm not winning here. So apparently I can play king a7, rook a1 check. The engine just can't calculate that far. King b8, king d5, or rook b1. I don't even know. I might be winning with rook b3. Okay. Then rook b1. It's like some kind of study-like draw. It's unbelievable. It's probably table base. Why is this not table base? Yeah, you have a believable account there. Member since March 30th, 2020. What a joke. 1700 in bullet. 8 pieces. Or why would the perfect score? Winning every game. I wish he was playing my opponents. He's got one of my opponents. He beat Uber Driver. We have no chance to even make the top 10. This is like my worst Blitz tournament ever. Every 1700 I play is like a master. Everybody I play is like a master. So this guy is 1500 in bullet. I can't even berserk against him. He'll probably be like 2200. We had this discussion about knight takes c6. It's a bad move. I don't think he even stopped to look at what I played on the last move. Give up the center. Now it's like queen e2. When was this account created? Last week? pretty much. It's almost like there's like a group trolling. I'm being group trolled. Let's just offer a draw. I don't see why I should even play. He'll decline my draw offer. He's 1500. Just decline my draw offer. Just to see, dude. It's interesting, isn't it? To see. Queen G3. It's a 1500. He just declined my draw offer. And he's used no time for the whole game. You don't think that's interesting? I think it's very interesting. You would take a draw with White in this position because he's probably worse. That's why. The obvious answer is because he's like worse. But if you don't realize that, I guess difficult to explain. His pawn structure is just like devastated. But I guess that's not your thing. I assume pawn structure is not your thing. Rook F1 instantaneously. Well, you're implying that I'm offering draws from worse positions, which isn't true. You know, I would never offer a draw from worse position unless I had some kind of compensating factor, like I had more time or something. I don't do that, dude. I don't offer draws to people from worse positions. It's kind of like bad form. If I have a lot more time or, you know, something like that. If I offer a draw, it's because I believe the position is equal. All right, so we're in 11th place. I might be able to get up to the top 10. I have no scores better than 2. I have no scores better than 2. But I mean, just for argument's sake, I'd like to pause the tournament and show the last position where I offered this guy a draw. I think that I'm like a tiny bit better probably when I offered a draw, but now I can't remember which exact position. I think it was here. Through bishop d7, queen d7, castles. I offered a draw with bishop b4. Was that it? Or on the next move, I think. Position actually changed a lot. I don't remember which position I offered a draw exactly. I don't remember if it was here, but I don't know. After bishop b4. Ironically, I'm worse after bishop g5, but I didn't even think that was possible. Bishop takes c3, b takes c. I'm not sure though. You have to give the time to the engine to figure it out. I don't necessarily like trust Stockfish here. I think these pawns are a really big liability. Why can't black play like queen f5? Bishop takes f6, queen f6, really? And then there's queen b5 check. It is kind of interesting. So apparently he has bishop g5 here, right away winning. It's even more deadly. This is amazing, like huge advantage for white after bishop g5. Very interesting. All right. But I didn't really think that I was worse when I offered a draw. I figured it's equal. Sometimes we will misevaluate, but that's not intentional. Obviously. Unintentionally. Occasionally we will offer a draw in a lost position. I mean, because we don't know we're lost. That's another concept. But I don't like the pawn structure there for white. But bishop g5 was really strong. So Marwa with a perfect score. Aldisto with more games. This player only got to 23. I just want to finish in the top 10. How do I have to get there? Better Berserk. An Indonesian player. Playing e3. I'm not going to Berserk against an Indonesian. You can't, Bob. You can't Berserk against guys like from Indonesia. Asian players tend to be very fast. Maybe if it was like a Westerner, if it was American or from like Northern Europe, I would think about berserking. But if he's from India, anywhere in Asia, South America, I'm probably not going to berserk. I know that's discriminatory, but some nationalities just like to play fast chess. Never berserk against like Filipino players. They're really good at blitz. He's actually playing a kind of weird form of the hippo here. This would have been the worst thing I could have done, like literally berserking against this guy. It's almost impossible to break through the hippo or any kind of hippo-like position. You know, literally this would have been the worst opponent to berserk against. I'm glad I didn't. That's a bad choice here. Yeah, it's funny. Lately, I've seen a lot of Indonesian players on lichess. We were joking about that with Bob. No, that was a Malaysian. This is a horrible move, though. Now, if I knew that he would play moves like f3, I would have berserked against him. I don't know what got into him. But f3? If he doesn't make that move, there's nothing wrong with his position. You know, something like rook e1, he could put up a lot of resistance, but f3, wow. They have GM. They have a GM or two in Indonesia. I told the story about the guy who tried to kill me with a score sheet. He was an IM. I've played several Indonesian title players, and that was like years ago. They had title players even in the 90s. I'm sure they have a lot now, a lot more than 4. I remember at the New York Open I lost against one really strong player from Indonesia. It was like 2,500. And I beat another one who was like 2,400. They probably have multiple grandmasters. Immortal game against Karpov, in Indonesian? Oh, wait a minute now. Yeah, I mean, of course. What's his name? Yeah, there is one famous grandmaster from Indonesia. Remember, Kurdo beat him with the Dutch. See, I'm getting dementia. I'm serious. I cannot remember names anymore. Does anybody? Adianto. He was friends with Wojciech. Yeah. Utut Adianto. Connoisseur of the Caro-Kann defense. Yeah, I don't know whatever happened to him. I mean, he's probably around, but he would be like in his 50s. Well up in his 50s. Old by chess standards. Time to retire. Yeah, I never played Adianto. Though he was hanging out with the guy who tried to kill me with a score sheet, I think. Do not use your score sheet as a martial arts weapon. Just because you're angry that you lost the game. This is a good move. Bishop d4, queen c3. Suddenly, I don't like my position all that much. Look at him coming out of nowhere with the dangerous threats. Bob, are you making that up? That's his third name? He was friends with Karpov, ironically. No, he was actually a buddy with Karpov. I remember now. In fact, they had some tournaments. I think Wojciech played in Indonesia. He went over there to play. Karpov might have even played. I was getting a little close here. Thank God I didn't berserk. Oh, knight g4. Look at that. Damn, dude. If he plays knight g4 on me, I'm a dead man. Knight g4. Game over. That is fatal immediately. I just dropped my tactic on d5. Wow. So he's 1800. Now I'm lucky if I don't lose. Oh my God. Now I'm gonna lose. Today has been a weird day. Unbelievable game. He plays g3, dropping his knight on g3, but my d7 bishop is hanging. So what am I supposed to play? That's ridiculous. That's so funny, man. I'm almost losing. This is quite a tournament for me. Really happy with my results today. I'm lucky I'm not lost here. I may be lost anyway. H3 still wasn't a bad move. It's unbelievable. This is an 1800 on lichess. 1400 rapid 3 games. 1800 blitz 344. And he's faster than me. Now he's trading into an endgame. He's going to take me out in this endgame. Not a pleasant endgame for black. We are in serious trouble here. Jeez. Wow. 1800 is the new 2300. We can't accuse this guy of using an engine. He's made a lot of mistakes, but so have I. I've made more. I mean, I don't know. He missed knight c4 there. But his speed, I mean, damn, dude. Willingly going into an 1800, going into an endgame. We might have to go back to having private tournaments with a club again. Private tournaments at the club. It's safer. The guys that only play arenas are much, much stronger than the lobby players. I don't know, man. The thing that alarms me the most about this particular opponent is his speed of play. It just keeps coming. His knight is now almost trapped. It would be very strange if he lost this sort of stupidly. That's unbelievable. His knight is trapped. After all this, really? There's 3 minutes left? I'm still not going to make the top 10. I didn't deserve it. Thanks everybody for supporting the stream. Deposit knight here. Now he'll find some study-like way to save the game. I'll eat my hat if this is a draw. He should have sacked his knight with knight a6 check. It's almost unbelievable how badly he lost here at the end. He was winning. Seems really weird. I'm not going to make it in time. Come on, dude. $17.30 equals $22.50. Dude, I'm not kidding. I mean, I never had so many players be so tough at this rating level. Like, I had like one easy game the whole tournament. It's unbelievable. This game isn't even going to count in time. That's probably a huge mistake by me. It doesn't really matter. Objectively. Really? I haven't had to do this in a while. At least he didn't, like, freeze. What a tournament. That was the best game I ever played. So Stop Vargan won the tournament out of nowhere. Where did he even come from? He wasn't even there. Wow. He just come out of nowhere to win the tournament at the end. That's unbelievable. You weren't even in the top 3. He snuck in. Morwa sat out or something. Morwa played only 7 games. He must have been really taking his time, which I told him to do. Okay, it's not over yet. Aldisto's still playing Mr. Slowhand. Not an easy pairing. Mr. Slowhand is tough. Mr. Slowhand is clearly better too. Because of the open position of the white king. They've got an increment here. Maybe he berserked. Did Mr. Slowhand berserk? How does Mr. Slowhand lose on time? I don't understand. How did he lose on time? He didn't berserk. That's weird. He won like 6 in the first 30 minutes and sat out? Really? Oh, you both berserked. That's weird. Okay, because I thought it would show that red line the way it shows Aldisto there. Usually it used to show you, like, there'd be like a little berserk. Can I see? Why can't I see that you berserk there? That's weird. There's no way to tell. Yeah, no, it was good to berserk, but I didn't realize that Aldisto and Mr. Slow had berserk. So congratulations to Stapvargan, out of the blue, at the end, to sneak into first place. He played a massive amount of games. Xerox is second, and he had one loss, but very good score. He's a good player. And Aldisto with third. He was in shooting distance of winning, but it looks like wasn't quite enough. These guys are very deserved victors, first, second, and third. I played a weird field today. I felt like all of my opponents were randoms and totally underrated. We're wild with the perfect score. This is another new player who did well. Caballero beat me, but then he lost a couple games. Mr. Slowhand was a little slow. You said you were slow, but you came on at the end to finish the 7th place. I'm in 9th place. I made it to the top 10. I even had a streak starter at one point there in round 9 or whatever. And Betelgeuse in the top 10. I lost that one game. Yeah, that game was painful though. A lot of draws though. 3 draws, 1 loss. But I never got the streak starter started, and my field was really weak. Like lots of 1800s who seemed extremely strong to me. I just gave that guy a draw when he played knight b1. I was like, I'm not doing this. No. 1800s don't play knight b1. Anyway, guys, it was a tough tournament for me. I was a little bit tired today with a lot of work, but I'm glad that you guys did well. And a new winner this week, Stapvargan, with 2200 performance. Again, Xerox in second place. He's always good, but he usually doesn't get to play the whole event. So it looks like with the Fritzke's ironic comments, looks like with the lockdown, Xerox had time to play the whole tournament, and he did well. Aldisto, always a contender. He's won the event many times. Guys, thanks for supporting the stream. Thanks for Bob for very good behavior today. And I want to thank Mr. Coffee for bearing with me. Anyway, tomorrow is stream 11 a.m. with weird openings, unusual openings in Blitz. The Panda and I will host a subscriber stream on Thursday. Please check out your review stream. That was my suggestion. I actually did it to myself because I'm the one that gave Bob the idea to be a stream. You'd be a stream critic or whatever. That was my idea, unfortunately. Very bad idea. But don't forget, guys, there's a subscriber stream on Thursday. So this is an interactive stream. We can basically accept games and go over them here live on the stream. Hey, you guys were a little bit too good today, you know. We should be able to take it easy without so much stress. You're not allowed to be 1800 and play like your masters, okay? It's hard enough. You know, we need a break sometimes. So, anyway, guys, have a great week, and congratulations to Stapvargan, Xerox, and Aldisto for a good event there. The Europeans dominate as Marois finished 4th. I will see everybody tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.